Flight boss bitch, you know, for sure. Air grams. And we talking about motherfucking Scorpio moons right now. Now, this is the full of the moon. So this is the basic archetype of Scorpio. Water, fixed, 8th house, Mars, then Pluto. They'll never astrologer try to tell you that these outer planets is first. They're going to try to tell you that Uranus rule Aquarius, then Saturn. No, Saturn rules Aquarius, then Uranus. And then that's only 75%. It's like these outer planets is not affecting these zodiac signs like that. So I need y'all to know that. There's no rulership with these outer planets. So co-ruler, Pluto. But the initial ruler of Scorpio is Mars. You know what I'm saying? So water, Mars, then Pluto, 8th house. Now when you got all that, you place that into the moon, you have a person who feels the need to transform any given time or situation, and they're going to go about it aggressively. So the way they feel aggressive, like the water and fire are the fillers, and the two Mars zodiacs are Aries and Scorpio. So what happens here is Aries is extroverted Mars, Scorpio is introverted Mars. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way with Venus with Libra and Taurus. Taurus is the introverted Venus, Libra is the extroverted Venus. So this is why Libras like to communicate their love, and this is why Tauruses like to conceal their love with a practical foundation. Now when it comes to the Mars signs, Aries is aggressively outward with their competition, competitiveness, and their drive and passion to go for something. And Scorpio does that introverted. They have a passion and a strive to transform themselves in order to reach their goals. You know what I'm saying? So when you so when you get here, what happens is it's too much for the moon. Now this is the one feminine moon that's kind of harsh, because the moon falls here. So the moon is like sleep. Anytime a planet falls in a sign, that means it's sleep. And anytime it's away from home, that means it's debilitated. That means it's somewhere it doesn't want to be. So for an example, say I'm the moon, right? I'm at home in Cancer, so I do whatever the fuck I want to do in Cancer, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. When I'm in Taurus, I'm at the studio. That's where I want to be. That's my best place I'm at. Boom, 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 boom. When I'm in Scorpio, I'm at work. Don't even want to be here. So I have to put to use this shit that I'm in. That's when the moon is, that's when it falls. I mean, no, that's when it's debilitated. So the moon is debilitated. The moon is debilitated in Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? The moon is debilitated in Capricorn. So is at work. The Capricorn, what's that? The boss to work? Zodiac is at work. It doesn't want to be here. It has to use the tools that the moon gave it in places that it doesn't want to use it at. That's how I feel. Now when the moon falls, I'm asleep. I'm in bed. I don't want to wake up. I'm tired. Anything that the moon is used for, I don't want to do it right now. I'll do it later. That's how the moon feels in Scorpio. So, and now it's replaced. It's replaced with Mars. So instead of feeling the emotions and feel a certain type of way about somebody or whatever like that, it wants to contain its feeling. It don't even want to deal with no feelings right now, because then it's too much of them, because it's so deep down there. And it's like the moon is asleep here, so it doesn't. What's the moon? Your reactionary state and the way you feel about things. It doesn't want to feel or react to the things normal people react or feel towards. So it pick other things. It grabs from Pluto and it grabs from Mars, right? And it grabs from the water to feel how it wants to feel. So when the moon telling it to be nurtured, Mars comes there and be like, no, first let me get myself straight. Before I anything else, let me get myself straight. So this is why Scorpio moons, they may brood a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they need to regenerate themselves, rejuvenate themselves. Because you may be in an area where everybody's emotional weight they throwing around could become overwhelming. And if you can't control it, which that's Pluto, the little bit of 75% Pluto got on Scorpio, co-ruler. You can't control, when you can't control everybody's emotions and how they feel, you start to feel vulnerable, start to feel like you gotta jump up out of there because you're gonna feel like you don't know what's gonna happen or what can do. You only feel natural when you can control certain aspects of the emotional weight that's being thrown around with the people that's around you. If you around a bunch of people you don't know and niggas is doing aggressive shit, this nigga over here talking mad shit, this nigga over here doing it, boom, 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 it's not a right place for a Scorpio moon. Like I said, the moon's sleep. So they don't even know how to relate or even try to jump in to relate. And then it can't control everybody's feelings because you don't even know these people. So it's like, that wrong place for a Scorpio moon. Scorpio moon people can grow up and become destructive in situations like that, or become very passive and very hidden and suckers and go hide somewhere underneath the sand until somebody step on it and they sting their foot or something like that. They lay there high, or you get that kind. But when it's in the Scorpio moon, it's either or. Ain't no in between. Ain't no going with the flow of how people regularly go. You may be so deep underneath the ocean that you may be caught on a rock. So you know how Pisces is on top of the water just floating, going with the flow. They don't deal with them kind of issues. They going with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Cancers, they on the beach, on the shore. They may put up their shell. They may not want to get wet today. They might not want to get emotional today. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio, you got no choice. You dealing with all these occurring flows, and then you way at the bottom. So sometimes you don't even know which way to go, and it's so dark. It's dark down there. So it's like you're trying to see things for what it is all day, when things may not even necessarily be nothing. You may be looking too deep into something that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? A girl might have said she'd never talk to you. In her head, she might have, or a guy may have said to a female he'd never talk to you. In his head, he was being sarcastic, making a joke. In the Scorpio moon's head, they're thinking about that all day and thinking of different fears or realities of why they would say this, and why when on the surface, when you come to try to get a breath of air, it might have not been none of that. That person might have just been air. They might have just told you, just being sarcastic, just saying that. They may not even necessarily felt that way. But see, Scorpios had no choice but to feel. But by the moon being asleep, they don't even want to deal with that. So they use Pluto and Mars to overcompensate with that. So then the Scorpio person may get negative towards that person they like, and that person that they like may not know why they're doing that, because they don't have an emotional attachment to what they told you yesterday. They might have just been sarcastic. So you might be throwing certain energies at that person, negative energies that person not even warranted, don't even deserve it. Or you may just never talk to that person, nor look to that person way again. That's the passive Scorpio right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you like, oh man, like fuck that person. Then that person like, damn, why that person don't talk to me no more? You know what I'm saying? Then you got Mars here, so it's a defense. So anytime somebody try to tell you about yourself, you put that defense up. So it's almost like you don't want nobody to know how you feel, but you know how to articulate everybody else's feelings due to their body language, which is Mars, and due to how they present themselves and express the kind of power that they have over others, which is Pluto. You can analyze someone else all day. Soon somebody starts trying to do that to you, you get closed off and don't even really know how to handle it anyway. So you may come across as bitchy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but Scorpio moons, like I said, they can know what's going on in the room, and if they don't want to deal with it, they know how to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? They're good for that. They work hard. They're driven. And it's basically like I said, introverted Aries, extroverted Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? So that's it right there, you know what I'm saying, for the Scorpio moon. But the moon falls here, so the moon sleep. So the moon don't want to deal with the stuff. So this is why a lot of times Scorpio moon people feel like emotions may be hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they sometimes need a Cancer or a Pisces or Aries in their life. You know what I'm saying? flight boss, bitch, you know. For sure. Gramps. Oh,